What's up, everybody? Welcome back to this episode of the 15-Minute Mentor, where I bring you to my morning drive with me and just spend 15 minutes, and hopefully I can be your 15-minute mentor this morning or afternoon, evening, whenever you are watching this video. You guys really seem to like the last one that I did like this. You said, dude, keep them going. I love it. So here we go. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about the importance of investing into yourself. See, a lot of people, one of the biggest mistakes that most people make when it comes to leveling up in life, in business, in finances, etc., is most people are not willing to invest in themselves. What does that mean? Yes, I'm talking about the normal, simple stuff, like instead of watching Netflix, you should listen to podcasts. Nothing wrong with Netflix, but I'm saying, like, if you're making under $250,000 a year, in my opinion, you are too broke to afford to be watching Netflix, okay? So instead of like playing video games, instead of watching Netflix, instead of wasting your time on, mindless whatever, you should be investing into yourself in the place of podcasts and books and that kind of thing. That's okay? In fact, the way that it began to happen for my wife and I, whenever we began to level up, our finances and our business began to grow when it was directly connected to the level that we invested into ourselves, as far as, like, I'm talking years. To this day, I don't do Netflix and stuff. Yes, once in a blue moon, I might watch a show or a movie or something, no big deal. But I'm talking about, to this day, I spend hours every single day learning. Like, I'm always buying courses. I'm always listening to podcasts. I'm always reading books. Unless I'm doing like a 15-minute mentor, in prayer, hanging out with my family, or working on my business. Like, besides those couple of contexts, I am literally a learning machine, nonstop. Why? Because I know the power of investing into myself, okay? So yes, you should be listening to podcasts, books, all that stuff. Those are the lower level things, and those are the things that should be filling your leisurely time. You should be filling your leisurely time with as much education as possible. Well, Rick, what should I be listening to? Everything. Like, where are you weakest at, right? Like, where do you feel like you're struggling the most? Start there. Like, for me, for years, I was a missionary worship leader, 25 years. And so I was always listening and reading, spiritual books. And obviously, I'm still really, really deep in the Bible right now. But then I started saying, man, I need to level up in my finances. I need to level up in my business. So I started reading all of the business and finances and financial literature books, right? And then some of you guys and gals might have seen this in the past year. I've really got my health in order. Like, I've lost 135 pounds this past year, and that's come from literally, like, I started studying health. Like, what's some healthy habits I need to do? And then not just listening to the books, listening to the podcasts, but taking massive action on the information that you learn, right? So why am I starting out the 15-minute mentor today by talking about this? Because this should be the This is like the lowest level of quote unquote investing into yourself that you could possibly make. Like, you should be filling your life with nonstop amazing knowledge, information, and then taking massive action on it. Okay, this is the this is the foundation, this is the given. Okay, but I want to talk to you today about a higher level of investing into yourself, and it actually comes out of the book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 23. And this is from the wisest man, besides Jesus, who ever lived, and he said it like this: buy wisdom, buy instruction, buy knowledge. Like, he's literally, Solomon is literally encouraging us, you should go purchase, you should go pay for wisdom. See, in church world, we come from the context of like, oh, the way I'm going to get mentored is I'm going to serve the man of God, serve the woman of God, serve in my church, go on a missions trip, and maybe somehow, some way, someone will mentor me. And that's cool. And that is a way to be mentored. But one area that I discovered in the business world that you could rapidly accelerate mentorship, aka your personal growth. Hey, I hope you're enjoying the training. I wanted to take a few moments real quick to invite you to join me for my upcoming Create and Sell Digital Products 5-day challenge, okay? This is a 5-day live virtual event where I invite entrepreneurs or would-be entrepreneurs just like you to come spend 5 days with me and get live training on the 5 moves that anyone can take in order to scale and skyrocket their business and their revenue. Now, the best way to join is as a VIP, because VIPs get to spend an extra hour with me every single day and ask your questions live. My most successful students have all been VIPs. That's the best way to join. Listen, you don't want to miss the upcoming Create and Sell Digital Products 5-day challenge. It's completely live. It's coming up right around the corner. Click the link down below in the description. Grab your ticket today. Now back to the training. It's just to pay somebody. Like, go hire a mentor. Go hire a coach who specializes in the area where you are weak. Go pay them whatever they charge and say, here's my money, help me, coach me, mentor me, train me, and then go take massive action on what they instruct you to do. Like, I know this sounds crazy, but like, this has been the #1 biggest shortcut of my life probably over the past 10 years. Of course, I've had many, many amazing spiritual mentors, especially in my worship days, missions days, etc. But business, how did my business go from like basically zero, non-existing to 8 figures, tens of millions of dollars in like less than a handful of years? Mentorship, literally. Like, I would hire mentors. I wouldn't just, yes, I still to this day, I buy courses, programs, all that stuff, podcast, books, of course, that's the duh. But I'm talking about, I would hire mentors. Like, I'd hire a mentor and pay them a bunch of money to teach me how to market. And then I would hire a different mentor and pay them a bunch of money and teach me sales. Then I'd hire another mentor and pay them a whole bunch of money and teach them, or have them teach me about digital products. And then I'd hire another mentor and have them teach me about how to build the structure of a company, and on and on and on and on. And then now here we are today. Like, as of the recording of this video, I think I have 5 different mentors right now just in business, and they all specialize in different areas of business, like sales team structure, operations, marketing, selling from stage, blah, 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 like all these different levels. And it's no wonder why we've been able to do what we've done so fast. Now, before you start having those limiting beliefs of like, I don't have any money to invest. See, that's your problem right there. Broke-minded people are always talking like this. I can't afford that. I can't afford that. Instead of having broke conversations with yourself and saying, I can't afford a mentor, I can't afford, a coach, you need to start thinking like this. How can I afford a mentor? How can I afford a coach? Honestly, a lot of these guys and gals, they have payment plans. Like, you can get in for a couple $1,000 and then get on a payment plan, right? Like, and obviously there are levels to the game. I have low-level mentors and coaches that I've just bought their book, and I invested like whatever, $20 to learn some information from them in that level. And then I have coaches and mentors who I've paid multiple 6 figures, right? Like, so there's all kinds of levels. So you don't have to just be like, well, man, I have to go out and spend $50,000. You don't have to do that right now. Go level up your knowledge. Go stop watching Netflix all the time. Stop playing video games all the time. Go learn something, then go take massive action on it. Use whatever you make from that action, any kind of money you make, reinvest it back into yourself. Like, you could literally go, buy a book for $20, learn what the book has to say, go take massive action on it, maybe go make $100 or $1,000. Congratulations. Now go take that $1,000 and go purchase a course. And then after you go through the course, take massive action on what you learned from the course. And then maybe what you learn from the course and the action that you take from the course, maybe you can make $5,000 or $10,000. Congratulations. Now go take that money and go purchase a mentorship, Like, you got to start thinking differently. See, a lot of people, and now I'm going to talk to church people because I is a church people, okay? because I'm coming from that world and because I understand that background. A lot of church people, they are willing to like support missions and like, we want to be a big givers in the church and blah, blah, blah. I love that. Please keep doing that. Like, do more of that. That's incredible. But so many believers forget not only are other people good soil, right? But you are good soil. And you should be willing to sow into yourself because you are also good soil. Like investing into a mentorship, like spending 5, 10, 15, 20, 30K into some kind of mentorship or coaching program in an area where you are weak, that should be a no-brainer. You shouldn't be like, oh man, how am I, how are we ever going to pay for this? I can't afford this, blah, blah, blah. Like, stop thinking broke. Like, figure it out. Go sell your car. Like, literally, this is insane. So I know I'm in a mastermind right now with a lady who is a multimillionaire, and this is so crazy. So her mentor at the time, how'd she become a multimillionaire? Her mentor at the time, she was trying to join his mentorship program, and she's like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to afford it. And the mentor just said, listen, I know this is going to sound crazy. You should sell your car. And she's like, what? Sell my car? Like, I need my car. And he's like, well, do you need a car that's a liability? It's a depreciating liability. Or could you sell the car, take the money, invest into an asset, which would be this coaching program that could appreciate your income? And he was serious. He said, listen, just go sell your car. She's like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. But she did it. She literally went and sold her car and invested, I think it was like 28K or something like that. She sold her car, invested into the mentorship, and in less than a year, she was a millionaire because of the information, the knowledge, the mentorship that she had received, and the action, the massive action that she took on the information that she learned. So what I'm trying to say is maybe you should sell your car. I don't know. But what I am trying to say is you need to figure this out. You need mentorship. You need coaching. You need next level people, coaches, mentors who can speak into your life. It's so crazy. It's so amazing to me that I could just pay somebody, whatever, 50K, 20K, 5K, 100K, whatever their price is, I could just pay them. And instead of me having to go through 20 years of the learning process, I could just pay them and they can literally give me all the shortcuts. And then I just I literally pay for the shortcut. I avoid the 20 years of going around the mountain, the 20 years of making mistakes. I just pay them their fee. They show me what to do, and boom, like instead of it taking me 20 years, it could take me 2 months. That's literally happened to me. Like one of my mentors, I paid him, and it literally took him like 40 years. It took him 40 years to learn how to make $1 million. And I paid him 6 figures, okay? And in the first 2 months, me and my wife did $1 million in one single day. What? How in the world did that happen? Because we learned the wisdom that he was like, hey, here's how to do it. And instead of it taking you 40 years, 20 years, 30 years, instead of it taking you forever like it took me, just do this, 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 and this. And we're like, okay. And we did this, 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 and this. And boom, we were able to make $1 million in one single day. Okay, so why am I saying all this today? Because Proverbs 23:23 says, buy wisdom. It's not saying, pray for wisdom. Yes, there are places in the Bible where it says pray for wisdom, okay? Ask for wisdom. James chapter 1, verse 5. That's appropriate. But it's also appropriate to add to the asking and the praying. It's also appropriate to buy, to purchase wisdom, to invest into mentors, to invest into yourself, into your own business, mentorship, financial journey. Okay? I want to encourage you guys. And by the way, it doesn't have to be me. Yes, I have a bunch of programs. Yes, we help people who all the way from beginners to those who already have a business trying to go from 6 figures to 7 figures. And of course, we even have higher level programs where I teach people how to do 6 figures in a single day. And we've gotten all of them crazy results. Yes, I have those kind of programs, but it doesn't have to be with me. I'm just one dude out there, right? There's a bunch of people out there. Here's what I encourage you to do, okay? You should go out there and find a mentor, a coach, somebody that you just connect with their content. You're like, man, this guy, this gal, I love their stuff. Connect with their content, reach out and see if they have a coaching program, and then go invest into yourself, because you are good soil and you should do Proverbs 23:23. You should go buy wisdom, buy instruction, buy knowledge. And by the way, let me finish up today's 15-minute mentor with this thought. The second part to that scripture, okay, it says buy wisdom, buy knowledge, buy insight. But the second part of that scripture says buy it and don't sell it. And where a lot of people get confused is they're like, oh, you're not supposed to sell wisdom. Well, why would Solomon say buy it if you're not supposed to sell it, right? Because literally the next part says buy wisdom, buy instruction, buy knowledge, and don't sell it. So that interpretation, it's a little bit of a weak interpretation, because Solomon's not saying buy wisdom and don't sell it, because that's like contradictory. What it's actually saying there is buy wisdom, buy knowledge, buy insight. And then it's saying, and don't treat it so flippantly to where you're like, I don't use this anymore. I guess you can have it. Here, you want to buy it? I'll sell it to you for pennies on the dollar. It doesn't mean much to me. It's basically saying, when you buy wisdom, when you buy knowledge, when you buy insight, don't treat it flippantly like it's not a big deal. Whatever, it's not a big deal. You can have it. What, $5? You want this? Right? That's how most people treat a lot of things in life. But Solomon is saying, listen, when you buy wisdom, when you buy knowledge, when you buy understanding, don't treat it like that, okay? Don't treat the wisdom that you purchased flippantly. Anyways, guys, I'm telling you right now, the number one shortcut to level up in your business, in your finances, in your life, is to simply hire a mentor, hire a coach. Like, go to the next level. You can either take the long way and have it take you possibly decades to learn, or you could take the shortcut and just pay them their fee and let them show you, here's how to not make the mistakes that I made. Guys, this has worked for me in spiritual things, in business, in finances, in my health now. Okay, like most people are not able to do with their health what I've been able to do in a year. Why? I hired coaches, I hired trainers, I hired mentors, I listened to books and podcasts and courses, and I did the thing that I'm telling you that you should do. Okay? So guys, check this out. If you enjoy these 15-minute mentor videos, let me know down in the comments what your biggest takeaway was, okay? And then if you'd like for me to continue these 15-minute mentor sessions, just let me know in the comments and we'll keep this party going, okay? Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you on the next 15-minute mentor. Peace.